or that Ember's, which means that
10
he's coming out
seconds
here.
remaining.
FlyToMoon actually for him is, and then
5
the Pango
seconds
pick
remaining.
off is definitely. You get to clear a lot of escape any kind of gangsters. That Pango one disarm. Prophet doesn't right click anymore. Really too much of.
That's 17% chance. It has all the trappings
Dire
of a
team
17% skill, you know? It's like when you play against Pangolier, you always get that in every single swashbuckle and every second right click afterwards. And then the other way around, of course, it does not work like that. Not ever. But hey, personal grievances there. But yeah, it should be serving
10
FlyToMoon
seconds.
quite well.
Virtus
The Earthshaker, though,
turn to
also a very
ban.
fun hero to watch at all times. Certainly solves a lot of, yeah, it solves any lockdown issues that you.
I want to see a Rubik ban here from Pro though. They know that Aloha Dance is. Unless they would be interested in running it themselves, but solo is not a position 5 or shape. You already know you're going to ban the Rubik.
Remaining.
Time a little bit.
Dire team ban.
One more thing that I want to say about this Pangolier is that it definitely forces you to think differently about how you're going to. Can't rely on right clicks in the game versus.
10 seconds remaining.
Also can't rely on your backline.
5 seconds
because this man
remaining.
caused absolute
Virtus.pro's turn
your
to
backlines.
ban.
That's his job description. It probably says it right underneath.
I could not agree more, especially once you get towards these mobility items, blink daggers, maybe Yules. Just stay in place, get that extra free stun.
10 seconds remaining.
FlyToMoon is
5 seconds remaining.
reactively. No roar, as well as resolution. He's so comfortable. Rupture as well. I've seen it. One Pangolier roll death yesterday. Awkward.
Yeah, you wanna get rid of the Bloodseeker, perhaps also consider the
Dire team ban.
Grimstroke. The Grimstroke bind is always awkward, because just roll in place. Nothing do about it, except there's obviously you just cancel it.
Solo definitely that hero.
10 seconds
Big
remaining.
It's quite possible that we're going to see a
5 seconds remaining.
VP are just taking out these really big late game man to be did pretty good yell and then Terrorblade red. We don't feel like doing it. Block, guys.
FlyToMoon. I gotta ban that Grim. I gotta ban something else. Worthwhile
Virtus
decision to
Pro's
spend some
turn
time
to
on
ban.
is Shadow Demon instead.
Well, one possibility that when I have discussed is a possibility that Virtus.pro will find. Just going to wait FlyToMoon.
10 seconds remaining. Virtus.pro's turn to pick.
What would like what situation would Virtus.pro be very happy to pick a tech situation with that?
Especially when
10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
Besides controls map movement, most
Dire
of
team pick.
he'll be fine with all the
Grimstroke.
Yay, 1 point for me. How many do you have right now?
just one.
Yeah.
10 seconds remaining.
Right.
I mean, this Grimstroke is the way to give
5 seconds remaining.
solo hero the way to do it.
Yeah.
You imagine that they've tabbed out of it. That said, they can still switch or, but it's getting.
Yeah, I mean, there's so many better options, or like so many more straightforward options that you can turn this draft into now. With these heroes in more of their classic positions.
Virtus.pro.
These things are going to be more stable than the techies is going to be, especially considering that last time these two played in the Beyond Epic tournament, Virtus.pro picked techies twice. That was in the first phase for Zayats. And they lost both of those games, so...
Yep.
Maybe it's going to be a while until they want to try and pull that out and
10
pull
seconds
that
remaining.
particular trick on FlyToMoon in particular.
5
A
seconds
little bit
remaining.
surprised that the Japan instead of very focused was gonna come.
Oh yeah.
Well, Ruby. Although I gotta say, the hardest spell to get, but also definitely the funniest, is Global Teleport.
Dire team pick.
Be something, wouldn't it? Ooh, Morphling. Alright, I was going to talk about the Grimstroke and how I don't really like it when there's no combos whatsoever with it, with the ultimate. Morphling though, I mean, what's better than a shotgun blast to the face of one hero? Very simple,
Dire
shotgun blast to the
team
face on
back.
2 heroes.
Queen
Yeah.
of pain.
Shotgun.
Yeah, dual-wielding shotguns. Might be in for that in this game. That would be very, very useful.
Yeah, FlyToMoon opting for more of that ability.
Virtus.pro's turn to ban.
Queen of Pain, better with it than Bango. You just right-click that twice if it gets. You're also used. Bango recently doesn't really like
Dire team ban.
plaids.
Virtus.pro's turn to ban.
Ban out some of the no-one's heroes. Lina would have been another one that's work naturally well with a Grimstroke.
Dire team pick.
In some ways at least. I mean, having an extra nuke, a big nuke on 2 targets rather than 1 is always nice. And as you saw, you've obviously seen, it is a comfort hero for no one. If he gets into the game properly.
I don't take back my statement. I hope that last game,
Yeah.
but
10
I
seconds
will
remaining.
admit that I was wrong. Still though,
5 seconds
risky.
remaining.
So at the very least, not this time. It's hard. Matchups. You could still go deep. I believe in nature's capable. FlyToMoon have the real hard question. So much of the carry hero and out.
Virtus.pro's
Banned
turn
out, and then you
to
still have to
pick.
answer the question, what hero do we do to pick against
Well,
Morphling? It's gonna be the
we did
Slash.
have the tune 2 cards, right?
Yeah, you talked about that in the last game for sure. Slugger was the other one. About the other one was the Phantom Lance, I believe.
10 seconds
The
remaining.
Slark doesn't necessarily match up well against them.
5 seconds
Both of
remaining.
you are going to be attribute cheating during that.
Yeah.
But they match up in a certain sense that both of them are going to come for the other backline. Not going to be out this giant battle of the big force fighting up against a lot of pressure on the supports to get spells out before they die or survive. Likely going to be.
Well, there's a few good heroes for Morphling
Choose
to
your hero.
morph into at the very least.
Oh.
Ooh, what? No
Well,
one Morphling. Ah.
they go straight for the counter pick, huh?
I always love this kind of matchup because it's very reaction based, you know? Void goes in, finds the Chronosphere on the Slark before he can react. It's one of these things where, alright, we've got the solid lockdown, we've got the setup for maybe some follow from Earthshake if necessary, or no one just having a clear shot at the Slark without him being able to dodge. On the flip side, if Slark does get to press that R button, you know, The Chronosphere might just very well be wasted on the other hand, so...
And this is also Void up against Bane, which is... You're not the most happy with that. Of course, the range on Nightmare is very... But the range on Fiend's Grip...
Yeah.
You're definitely going to target it for that. CIS is going to... You can also already see how there's a lot of conditions to this Void. It's not just we pop the Chronosphere and it's gonna be a-okay. No.
Yep.
It's not going to be that easy. It doesn't have that much extra damage to... Resolution hitting late bounces here would be pretty neat.
Also, what I also want to see is Chronosphere on the rolling tango. And just running in, boom. Bounce back. Just watch. No, don't think we'll see it too often this game, but can't help but hope, you know? We'll see.
Prepare
Well.
for battle.
HFHHF. GL. Tips
来
over
打
tips.
我呀！你行，
He does not need it!
Out though, hasn't it?
No. He's the highest level in this game. I mean,
This is a different draft for VP though. They have always had this very nice distribution of heroes that were active at especially with ILTW taking up such... But that's harder to do on Void Spirit Exchange. It's like the amount of cooldown that you have on... And they have 2 farm-hungry cores right now. They can't afford to be like
30
just
seconds
about
to
go
battle.
even in the lanes they have before.
Lower Dance gets 23 experience from the tree and playing C-Stips. I'm looking forward to this. Game 5 and a best of 5, and if this isn't...
来，
I would be
你打我呀
very surprised
来你
if
打我
this
呀！
was a shutout either way. Consider.
FlyToMoon definitely have like the natural to play lineup here. They managed to just get farm on their cores while for either no one or LTW last hit. Momentum is going more matchup side a lot, and I'm not familiar with this at all, so half time on that one.
I'd imagine there will be favor towards Iceberg early on, when you don't have this high level shift. But if no one goes for this Morbid Mask builds, at that point you think that so shifting back and forth, maybe if you jungle creep the up. Then you always have to be watchful for level 6 and the Sonic Wave naturally. Solo in a lower dance. He's both of them have capes, both of them have staffs, you know, it's like it's very symmetric. Which lane is first blood gonna be in?
I have to probably top. Probably top. We're going to see a Nightmare into
Another fissure block into a lot of right clicks.
bottom lane is dealing a lot of damage. You can't right click your way out of this at all. Either you're gonna get turned by the tango or a lower dash is just gonna...
Normally Faceless Boy is very happy to take these kind of trades, just hoping for the luck of the draw on a time lock.
Feels like shit. At the very least, Solo is level 2 now. They have some kills right now, provided of course.
Oh yeah.
Yes!
A lot of this is actually going to depend on whether you've done your offering to Gaben this morning, you know? But it's
by
gonna
any
be
practice.
yeah, exactly. It's gonna be the lucky shot of the time lock. There you go. Because like Pangolier, he's not the tankiest hero. Suddenly doesn't feel like it.
And that stutter stepping that you have to do, like, is this a proc? Easily lead to you away half rage.
Want some pointers?
Swashbuckles also doesn't help. I'm not sure if you got a creep with that.
No, was it denied?
Still sitting at 16-0, so I don't think General is too unhappy with the way this lane's been going.
Yes.
Smart dude.
Oh,
That much.
too bad.
I don't know how many of those streams have been fed away. Maybe one or two
Mostly
of those.
denied,
In
probably.
play. Yeah. Like if you... It's relatively hard to get these last hits on preamps, and assume this micro. Side of the prop. Just because they're tanky enough to withstand plenty of right clicks. There's no big nukes necessarily. Unless you just want to load some brain saps on them, which is maybe not the case.
Yeah, you don't. That's the thing that would enable you. Especially now he's got that engine. You're close enough. Brain sap him in. Always going to be close enough to walk up and tap.
Invisibility.
This mid lane. The good morphing went for the bottle.
You get so much. Hardest part of the lane is over. Your mindfulness. Oh, pops cooldown.
Very annoying part about this though is that you can't really shift all that much. What the hell? God, I distracted myself. First blood being drawn at bottom.
What is this?
What's happening?
I came here
You
to be
missed it.
tested.
I was wrong. Bullshit.
Yeah, I trusted you. It wasn't top at all, Kips. Come on.
Hey, actually,
What I was gonna say is that if no one's coming out of the lane, like he's always gonna have this freaking Shadow Strike dagger on him. So at that point, you can't really shift all the way to 0.
来，你打我呀！
到手了。
That's a W. He wanted some revenge, but well-timed lift from a lower dance to prevent that stun from coming out.
how about you? Very quietly. Iceberg's got a...
He's happy getting last hits for the most part. Do you see Iceberg rotating anytime soon with this level 6? I mean, he's holding the point right now.
If he gets an opportunity. A lot depends on how much resolution gets. The other two cores are you have to be playing against your
Dire are scanning.
orchids that as fast as possible power on. I know they might have to go to
If I can't have you, no one will.
buy a lot.
Orchid, obviously, one of these very powerful items against the Morphling's instant silence, trying to prevent him from starting the attribute shift, because Morphling players, they don't want to sit on a high amount of power. You know, like, a lot of or use that time walk, but looks like a little tank enough.
My gratitude.
The extra-
Does have a region rune bottle, so it should be fine.
Needs to wait for the dagger though. Ah.
Lasts forever.
Pretty standard build. Over here. ILTW though. I've seen people go for a minus on the board as farm amplification. In brief window where Dominator was really good, I see. Now though, I'm not so sure what he might. I'm actually thinking
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Courier.
Radiant's
There we
courier has
go.
been killed.
Well, that time.
I can't just dangle that and put it.
Sending a iceberg here, blinking in, and Zayat should take out, maybe tonight. Ah, there we go. Oh no, it's was too late. Oh, that was.
He's auto taunting as well. Like the
Yeah.
game totally thinks he got that.
It was like
Dire's
half
middle
a
tower
second or
is
so
under
at most
A king.
before the right click actually connected.
Resolution is getting the other way. He's going for the blade mail.
It seems a lot better now than it used to be. Even with the... I mean, you don't get that extra intelligence now on these kind of heroes, but...
No, like the int is, I guess, the least. Armor is a big deal. First tangle. Back.
Nice little bounce off that small little fountain here. Lift back onto Solo. Oh, resolution coming in though. Oh, generally just used the Q. Chronosphere becoming available just then as well.
Yeah, we're
Well, the W can secure it. Oh, Zayat, oh, he sure did it in too. Blocks off a lower dance. Oh, that was some beautiful rotations there from the DP.
Absolutely.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Very used to.
Dire's structures are fortified.
It's damage done. Iceberg moved out when
Dire's
the
bottom
wave was
tower
really far.
is under attack.
Done. Fly. Sorry, souls.
Yeah. Fine. Jungle Zayat's also clicking some creeps there. He's got those Strunkle boots, but of course well away.
High resolution.
Radiant's top tower is under
No,
attack.
they're gonna
You'll be able to get this kill, yeah. B-Tune coming in, there's that pounce. With the Nightmare, and that Sonic Wave. Not quite enough to finish it off, but it just gives B-Tune the opportunity to do it himself. +1, okay, he's going in. Train against Iceberg here, no big nukes, so he'll be absolutely fine. Yeah, we'll touch on that during the draft as well. Okay, Solo all alone. It's W unable to help him, so he's lost. But yeah, there's plenty of good heroes for Morphling to move into. Like anything that gives you actual mobility is. Pain would be that slot as well.
What's it gonna be?
No. Money, money, money. Makes the world go round.
Like, resolution dying there is the core. He's got 2 cores. He is the one that needs to happen. Like, create a safe with either of the other something going into, but he's like him and Zayat are going down to his anytime you dent his item progress, that much out of for.
It's in about time for this tier 1 push attempt. Bring in some extra Treants, but with General and Iceberg both here, they're not gonna last too long.
Denied.
Fly's got a ward up as well.
Yes.
Don't give that away, Jenna.
You just see that.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Could have won this play. Now the Fiend's gonna return turn. His Iceberg mid rotation in. No Sonic Wave, but doesn't need it. Plenty of damage here between the four of them.
This is starting to look. At the very least, the Nature's Prophet gets.
Once it's there.
Lower dance is such an. Rubik is so.
Looks like they still have
Dire's
enough
middle
damage here.
tower has fallen. Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
But yeah, Virtus.pro is once again on the back foot. They're going to have to outplay their way out of this because right now it's a triple net worth lead for well in all of their lanes. Like we saw in the games, and none of those ended.
Last chance for FlyToMoon to refine that shape they've had in those first couple of games, and yeah,
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
see if they can drive this one home.
Well, at the very least, resolution tower, hunting, blade mail, will be done after he gets it.
Radiant structures are fortified.
FlyToMoon was
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
It's... Unless you're already in position to defend this one up top, you
Dire's
don't really
top
want
tower
to
is under attack.
try and get in position afterwards.
Radiant's middle tower
Takes so much
is under
time, it's
attack.
very dangerous.
Radiant's middle tower has
And
fallen.
the tower's just not that
Dire's
useful.
top tower has fallen.
Certainly not compared to the mid-tier 1 tower.
are they in?
Radiant
Hard,
structures
but
are
I don't think
fortified.
so. Look at how heavily.
Radiant's bottom
off right
tower
now.
is under attack. Dire's top
This
tower
left
is
corner
under
of the map,
attack.
everything else. Forcing it real hard.
It's not your jungle anymore. Although it ends already also in the top lane, setting up for this eventual tower push.
Radiant's bottom
Yeah,
tower
they might
is
be
under attack.
expecting because they have plans of their own to keep pushing down this bottom lane after taking down this field.
But this is Virtus.pro
Radiant's
is
bottom
no one
tower
figure, like,
is
alright, we can't fight them straight up, not going to fight them.
Double TP's coming through. There's CIS just revealing himself. Make sure that, yeah, take me instead, he says, but they don't want him. They want no one, and they're gonna get him too. Jono finds the path. CIS? He's not out of here just yet. Ah, no.
Oh, they're gonna get the claw.
That was... Oh, what?
Glad we can meet, face to face.
Nice. Oh, okay, Chronosphere used.
Into a silence. Solo in. But that one was close. That one was really close. No ulti on Res.
Good
Radiant are scanning.
so at least they get mid laner for mid laner plus an extra kill on the Earth Shaker.
I'll tell you.
Forward, slowing down with that diffuser blade and the Fiend script coming in.
Seen this.
Time Walk was not available, was still on cooldown. Used it to get to the creep camp. No.
Dire are scanning.
These are the kind of things that you cannot afford.
Yes.
No one dying, then LTW dying shortly after. Silence connects. The jump. Stun does not. In general, yeah, you can just at least force out that ultimate, but they want to fight a little bit. Forward, still holding on to the lid. Now gets it onto resolution, trying to make sure that Beacon can get in range. A little slow. Man. He's gonna be DED dead. Yeah, there you go. Cutting them way through the trees. That fissure from CIS unable to help enough. The Nightmare just in the nick of time. Had another one to the tally. I mean, he's gonna die eventually. Beacon was not interested. He'd rather farm creeps instead of getting another +1. It's graceful.
It's getting so rough. Like, at this moment, you already need to ask yourself, what kind of out are we playing to? And they don't really have any big...
Radiant's top
even
tower
more
is under
Shaker is
attack.
not what it used to. You can't really play for that. Normally with a lineup like this, you'd be like, alright, fine. You know what? We just go for the Aghanims. As soon as we get that, we turn the game, and even if they're literally maxed up on us. But that's not the way it works anymore.
Radiant's
you don't
top
get that
tower
basically
is
second
fallen.
life of your...
The damage output is still ridiculous.
Oh yeah. But it's, how can I say this? You're not working towards a game win there.
Yeah.
Well, maybe a game not to be, and that's what they're scrambling for. Not getting to triple network.
All 3 cores ahead of their respective counterparts.
There's
In
another
fact, ahead of
factor that-
everyone. That could be the big equalizer, you know, Chronosphere. Set up for a fissure follow-up. Plus that Nature's Prophet ultimate bouncing in. It's on level 1, but if you angle it right... Oh no. Well, can't Chronosphere if you Fiend script and killed. It's slightly problematic.
At the very least, no one is pretty close to Mantasal, and Mantasal is a fight. He'll be ready. Add so much. possibility.
Lord Iceberg's just blinking in. That's a lock-in on the Earthshaker. They're just gonna take him out. We thought the high ground was safe, but it wasn't.
No. With this ward over here, they could see perfectly that there was no
Radiant's
backlight.
middle tower is under attack.
It's very sneaky. You're just outside of Sentry Vision. Actually crazy.
Illusion.
But you have to deal with top if the resolution was pushing down.
At least, yeah.
Right.
Another possible outfit they can play besides Blink Dagger, and with the Philosopher's Stone, he is going to passively move without
Got the power of the money bomb, that is. One stock inside about kill if they can get it, and they can. Despite the lift, despite the attempts from FlyToMoon to stop that now, that's also slowed down. Has a chronosphere of his own, alright. That looks fancy actually, I've never seen this one.
Yeah, I have one too. I still think it's a play to lose. Everyone can see that is the stolen stuff.
Yeah.
Nobody's gonna accidentally walk into that.
I mean, in case of chronosphere, it doesn't really matter too much.
Yeah, maybe with the chrono not. But basically anyone else.
I still find it weird that Void can still move inside the Storm Cone. Like, I don't think it should be that way.
Oh, this is eternal consistency of the universe, right? This man is unbound by time.
Okay.
Stick.
Oh man, there it is. Orchid over on the Dream Stroke. He's just trying to TP out. Yeah, it's not gonna happen.
Worth it.
Evaporate.
It is a Sonic Wave down. Okay, the lift on the Morphling. Map style. Gets out. Yeah, this is not time for them to fight Zayas. It's gonna go away from that Blink Dagger. This is that next power spike that they're looking for. Looking to hold out until they can get that.
Rezo is also likely to have
Radiant's top tower
around the
is
next
under
fight.
attack.
So yeah, he's got a so there are possibilities coming up,
Precious bomb.
but doesn't
Dire's
feel
bottom
good
tower is under attack.
compared to, you know, who's already rocking that Shadowblade now. Mind more.
As if I
So
was
that's still edge queued up straight after. New Silver Edge with the Echo Saber.
Extremely far. The amounts of slows that you get.
No one.
No. Very low.
How is Roche gonna factor into this?
FlyToMoon get it, and it. That's when you can't even rely on a chrono.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Smoke broken. Solo. You see V2 here, pop down the sentry, and Silence coming through. General also backline. Disruptor, what did you call it? Oh, the rocket. The Blink Dagger from Zayas! Coming in at the right time here. No Queen of Pain. LTW very low. It actually gets snapped. Chrono. The bubbles. Oh man. That was something. Do salvage this somewhat.
Aloha Dance salvages this pretty much single-handedly.
Yeah. You're still hanging about on the cover of this.
Well, you might get Rezo for that. They're backing off.
Rezo's all alone.
If he's a boss, he just backstabs Rezo.
Yeah, he's waiting for the Shadowblade cooldown, I'm sure. The courier as well. It's the Orchid. It's gonna be too late for it.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Oh! So close.
So, well, you'll know after the game.
I mean, he sees V2 now on the creep wave, so might have an idea, you know. Alright, so where does it leave us? Still a 6-7k advantage of FlyToMoon.
Outside that, they're very mistaken stand
Now the turnaround. That's a bit of trouble. Still leashed up, another couple of right clicks. A nightmare just to make sure that V2 can run spells.
Hey, man, the action is already going on. I just want to.
Oh, yeah, that's because actually no one.
But
He's shifting now. Got the man style against silence. Okay, wait for him into general. Doesn't matter too much. He should be able to make his way out. But instead, he's lifted up. Resolution coming in.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Oh, iceberg. BKB. Protect him. Now that is double silences. V-Tune going in. He's fighting up his profit. That's resolution down. Okay, he's disintegrated. Iceberg gets a Sonic Wave on too, and it's what they were looking for. Made that BKB certainly worth it.
hey, so that Aloha Dance guy who won the previous team fight, he still had Soulbind. He won this team fight.
Oh man.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
He didn't necessarily win the previous one. It's just like, if he doesn't get that Chrono out where he does, he faces Void 100% gets to kill. Instead, he's if that. Now he makes this possible. Double Orchid, massive damage.
And 10k advantage
Radiant's
now for
top
FlyToMoon in
tower
total.
is under attack.
No, yeah, no small part because of that. At the very least, V-Tune has kind of fallen off a little bit compared to no one who's been maintaining a spot up there. Got a little kill participation just because there's not a lot of kills happening on the side of Virtus.pro, only 6 in total. He's just getting there. Exactly. Less than 1,000 gold. Point where you start thinking about, alright, Blink Echo, Soulbind, double shotgun. There is danger.
The regular, very good in it. Resolution, Halberd. This is also going to help fight up against. Rage up, you just want to stop hitting. Best way you're going to be able to do it.
Yeah.
Pull roots and
Running
run.
into a possible Chrono here.
Yes.
Do see some VP heroes here. Get across. LTW, low and stay. I want to try to focus on him. Then they have the damage. They have to control with the bounces.
The chase is on.
From the Grimstar on one side, Fiend Script. Oh, what? No, it's cancelled. Rezo, oh, I got TP out. They didn't have enough stuns apparently. That fissure, I believe there was a Fiend Script on him. That's cancelled about the fissure.
He teleported to the bot lane and then nearly dies to
What? Oh, no. Holy shit. Didn't even see that.
You know what? Never mind. I'm not risking this one. I think he was going to live, but yeah, he decides the better of it. And if he didn't, Iceberg would have been on that case.
Alright, so another kill on one of the most important heroes, naturally.
But
They do require this Chronosphere, but yeah, and that's the Rage as well.
goes for it.
Versus Rubik, they want him. V2 is right there. Trying to turn around. Yes, the Grims. Oh, he actually connected onto the slot. The shotgun hits on him. Do they have to follow up damage? He's in instant right clicks, unreal. But he does get the ultimate out just a nick of time. Resolution trying to be on the case with the fissure. Now the follow-up from Zeiss with General. Oh, the Echo Stun still comes through. The Chronosphere. ILTW is done. He just wanted that kill and he got it. They tried their best to keep him safe, but it was just not enough. Now, hey, guess what? Roche is there. I was gonna say Roche is back, but he never died once this game. Oh man, the double shotgun with the Soulbind. We talked about it.
Yeah, it was within seconds of you know that one's coming up. You know that you're not gonna enjoy it when it does. So try and make sure to fight before it.
Iceberg silenced up. Does it the BKB? Looks like it was a fight here, yeah, CIS. Sonic Wave to the face. Trying to resolution trying for the deny there. The Orchid burn was a bit too much. Whew.
Solid attempt. The horse had another charge, and that's a good trade. Wary that you buy right now.
Radiant's bottom tower is under
Okay,
attack.
keeps Bane safe. Not nearly as effective now. He's just keeping up. Not sure about this one. Oh, Bane was right there, but yeah.
Feed the tree.
Trees.
There is a kind of forces that TP is very far from. They can CLO dance on the.
Radiant's middle tower
Especially
is
that
under
hero,
attack.
I mean-
Are scanning.
Losing Nature's Prophet in a position like this where you don't really want to take a fight because Chrono's on cooldown. You'd really like to have your Prophet there to help push out these side lanes to make sure that FlyToMoon doesn't have the opportunity
Guess what
to...
Aloha stole? I'm sorry, but guess what
Oh
Aloha
no.
stole?
Did he get the teleport?
So I'm going to pop it. I was like, wait, there's no tower there.
Yeah.
Mad lad did it.
Unbound by towers.
No shot it. Rolling it.
He knows that the 30-kilometer can't actually kill him down. Nightmare. It's not shifting right now, Gibbs. He's still not shift. There we go, he's fine. And there it is. Shotgun around there. Still alive somehow, but not too much longer.
I foresaw your
There's a little bit anti-climactic
Yeah. General's like, team, guys. Iceberg was too far away, I guess. Not want to make his way there. I mean, if he was close by, that's a blink into nukes and he's dead, but alas, it was not to
Dire's
be.
bottom tower is under attack.
This is going to be incredibly
Dire's
enough.
structures
Virtus
are
Pro
fortified.
equalizing on towers while 11k go.
A lot of that deficit is on the support, especially Nerve Shaker, but he's got his Blink Dagger. I mean, what more do you
Dire's
need on
bottom
that?
tower is under attack.
He'd like to get a heal
Dire's
so
bottom
that the
tower
blue paint
has
can't
fallen.
just blow him up anymore. But that's a luck.
I mean, you've got the one item that allows you to turn a team pain.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
No one.
No?
No.
Just okay.
Radiant's top tower.
Bash!
Only got the bash. Gonna cape to help out a little bit, but Iceberg is there with follow-up silence, stuns are coming through. I mean, he's sitting there at max health, but they're burning through him. South E-Blade is a Fiend Script. It took them a while, but they got a kill. And of course, Solo also hanging around saying, okay, can I actually help a little bit more? But nah. That was very questionable TP right in front of the face.
The seeds of fortune.
Plays that are going to happen. Play on the edge. Because that's what Virtus.pro has been doing. They've been playing towards their outs. That's not the same as, you know, playing towards your... Scraping together your existence in this game.
Especially when you're so far behind, like, yeah, it's... You can only afford these kind of slip-ups, so...
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Quite know when the point's gonna be where it's like... It's gonna be one of these kills where... person does not have buyback, and it's gonna be in front of your base.
Yep.
Or in front of Roshan, you know, it's...
And on VP right now, you can't buy back, not unless you're very sure that... You just want to invest into items to hopefully make sure that the...
Side's got a gem, actually.
Reserve.
Stun over on Rubik. Follow-up is there, they're just...
your chronology is.
Nice quick kill. Securing that triangle. Sure they can de-ward all of these areas now with the gem as well. Okay, well, there were 10 seconds on him, actually. Plenty of time.
He deserved that gold. I would have been so disappointed. Okay.
So they have Chrono their man up. 5 VPs here walking across. Maybe even get this tier 2 down. Get the outpost.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Especially because you have been holding...
Yeah, all the T2 still standing on their side too.
It's really just the threat of that Chrono.
Dire's top tower
FlyToMoon.
is under attack.
What's the solution to this gonna be? The bash on Pangoli is not gonna turn this into an abyssal blade or anything. Maybe also cleared off a Slack.
I have a lot of, but at the same time, I know what's going to help most is just he has one of them. You're going to be stats.
Yeah.
In the end, Virtus.pro are just going to run out of damage. They already need to focus fire so hard. Alternatively, you can buy A on this.
Oh yeah.
We've seen
Dire's
that
top tower
earlier,
is under
Or just
attack.
stuff that always want to fly can always get the Fiend Script out. Let's see another fight brewing here. V2 out, but back in. General, he just links forward and gets an ultimate out. Solo's done for the count before anything. Iceberg with his BKB already committed. Wants to set up for something more. LTW goes in, looking for the Chronosphere, but gets Fiend Script before he can get it out. Probably for the best, but now V2 is bashing away. Then BKB will protect him against the Mana Burn, so he can get out to the side. Resolution fights himself and always want to fly isolated as General's a little bit too deep. The rest of his team unable to follow him that far.
See how heavily they're focus firing. Their shot calling in these fights needs so sharp, and their movement needs to be so good in order to avoid.
Sure, but this one's still BKB though, faces Void actually, but he's still alive now. The Axis Slam Science coming through, but LTW wants to stall Axis Slam from Rodance to try and turn this. The V2 is still alive, LTW is not. But no one can try and pick up the slack when all is said and done. You get another 2-for-1
Yeah,
particular sub engagement.
Bane was still
Yeah.
solo dance and ice. Well, just solo dance. It is a dieback on solo now, though.
Yeah.
It's not the
Radiant
biggest of deals, but
are
once
scanning.
again, once FlyToMoon get to take down solo, they know that they have a
Precious
guarantee.
bounty.
My waters.
He's got the long death time out of the way.
Sure, he's real happy right now. I mean, it's a good trade. Like, they get Iceberg for the first time in a long time, and his BKB time definitely started.
6 seconds. Ocean, BKB of his own. Basher is queued up for Slav, but he does not have it yet. So they're just happy with forcing that one out. Also, the 10-second charge, he just picked that up too. But one thing that also worked in FlyToMoon's favor there, of course, is that the fact that LTW did not find a good Chronosphere. The upside is that he's still got it now. The time where Roshan might be very well be up, still 35 seconds in the clock there. But
I trust you guys.
that's something that FlyToMoon is gonna have to also keep focusing on going forward, I guess. You know, just making sure that the Chronosphere is not going to be a factor one way or the other.
And I think that FlyToMoon, like at the start of the game, they were not as crazy earlier again. And I know that part of that is just because timers are shorter, so it's much easier.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Again. But at the same time, you still need to have that attitude to fight into this. Because when this slam is down, there's not that much to do against you. There's basically only.
Yeah. It's not uncounterable. I mean, Glimmercape can mitigate that quite a bit. Also, Rubik Aghanim set. I haven't talked about that.
Quite a lot.
Very big item.
He's going to have a couple. Most noticeable.
Dire are scanning.
That's actually something I'm not sure because I'm not a player. Like, do you need slime in order to get the ability, or do you need totem?
You need the totem, yeah. Creates on totem. So if you have that, then you should be jumping around.
Never mind the slime, just the totem.
Well, at least you won't necessarily be able to make enormous use out of the extra damage. But it's always nice. I mean, 4%, it's like what, still 500, 600 or so in range? Could be some nice supplemental damage, and especially if he's not the focus in these team fights because you have other issues to deal with.
No, but that's way more of the point. Ooh, leveler. That could turn one fight by feet. Imagine.
Yeah.
Down all the way to Agi. Tower with that left.
Oof. Can also imagine Basis Void holding onto that and just bashing.
Oh, Rezo right now.
Why? He's not bashing.
Radiant's bottom tower
Should build a
is under
bash.
attack.
But
no,
he's
yeah,
the
I
one
mean,
who's most likely to
yeah, for
he
sure.
adds that much.
Radiant are scanning.
I guess Void's happy with his ninja gear.
Radiant's bottom tower is under
Look
attack.
at how brutal.
Elite is kind of slowly but surely it's
Radiant's
melting a
middle
little bit. They
tower
were closing in on
is under
15k mark, and that's 8k experience,
Dire's
similar
top tower is under
area.
attack.
It also means a lot to us at the start of the game. But right now, whenever several major items like Slark's got gold Thrasher, there's not that much.
There's a Hex on Queen of Pain on top of the Assault Cuirass.
That's a beam.
It's one of these tools that can allow you to get the quick kill on even someone like Basis Void.
Dire's
There.
courier has been
Anymore.
killed.
But FlyToMoon know that Virtus.pro is around this Roche pit map. One of the good things for them though is that they can have 4 people around the Roche pit.
No.
Stop. In a minute. Gets a PKB out still. Science. I can't quite blink in here. Okay. The Chronosphere catches 2, but stolen again by a low dance. Find a good position to use it in, and maybe that is. Gets a 2 more people. General on the side. Down there, Siaka Slam though. Zayas finds enough damage for V2. And that's a big target. Did you want to go down the iceberg? Where did his health points go? They were gone. ISTW still on the run. Same as no one. Stuns up the Pangoliers. They're ready to bash up the Bane just a little bit.
Oh, it has been a pain.
Okay. Yeah, no one. He's just going to be able to track him down. Somehow Bane lives. As
All loud.
that's very interesting. So Bane and Rubik both.
That's just, I feel like that's just rough positioning from the start there though. He's not supposed to be in the first involved in the backline stuff. He hasn't been able to. And now Alonance is gonna die.
It's like, oh, I've got the time walk. I'm fine.
Time is money.
You don't actually got it because time dilation will mean that it's never going to come around. So. And hey, guess what? 4 heroes dead? Are the buybacks involved? I don't even know. Did VB lose anyone?
I don't know. He solo died? I think yeah, solo died. He got blown up in the burn. They got almost right too.
He's there with the full of stuns. Resolution is sitting hard, but it's not necessarily hitting super fast against Bane. Crazy amount of armor somehow, but hey. Oh yeah, that is great code. Casual plate mail. But hey, kills a kill. They're all dead. They've got Aegis and Cheese.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Oh, Kips.
Oh, and FlyToMoon. They were so close. This is
Dire's middle tower
This is
has
what
fallen.
happened in the upper bracket match. This is why I wondered if he wasn't able to pull it out of the very last
Want to go in, there's the Hex, Shrine, Fontaine's back and forth, Glimmer Caves, Morgan is still absolutely fine, PKV's left, back and forth, ISTW eats some cheese, ready to fire, he gets bashed before he has to get the hell out of there. Work on the fly, he's going with the ready, but there's no way you can get it off without it being cancelled. Now caught inside the spot again, no way out of it, he's just dead. Again, died at 9 seconds on the sidelines.
Dire's structure
No Queen of Pain either. This is it, Kips?
I think this is it. Yeah, resolution with a leveler.
Dire's middle
Look at
barracks
how
has fallen. Dire's middle barracks.
they're going for the throat.
There's no reason not to. No one still has Aegis. There's no way that Slack can fight into this.
No, I think it's over.
Gonna try. One last hurrah. BKB's come out. Here's General bouncing through. The damage is being done by now. Double gets BKB's out. No one as well. He's just hitting the Ancient. They don't care anymore about heroes. They claim the big building. They claim the reverse sweep in this best of 5 fight.